Michigan Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. And the Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Here he comes from inside his own, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Kicking team's got it. Takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now, Ncaa. Rush right in his face. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun on 3rd down, Ncaa trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big 1st down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Right side, it's Ellis. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll try to sneak it. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space. And I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the first to keep the offense on the field. It's all about momentum and being able to keep drives going. I know that's not going to really show up on any highlight reels, but that was a big play here for the offense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Finds his man on the RPO. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 15, set to kick this one.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. From the gun, it's Marshall. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. A designed run for the quarterback. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 7. The Wolverines send out the punt unit.
Number 21 in punt formation to kick it away.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. Makes a move. And there he goes. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
To the ground, he's got it again. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the run, it's Thomas. Maybe a crease. And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 3.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Ncaa. They're all over him. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Rolls right. He'll try to do it himself. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense. Get him to the ground for no gain.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's got it on the outside. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Got some green grass. There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. Here's Ncaa to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man in the middle. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job down time by the linebacker.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, and they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The give on the counter. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways. Man, this guy is so dangerous running it, and the speed can also help him extend the play to hurt you throwing it, David. As a defense, what do you got to do to keep this guy in the pocket?
Well, the hard part is once he gets outside the pocket, you have to play the second play. The first play, everybody had a route to run, but the second play, it's the scramble drill, and receivers going to break and cut and do something different. So it's so annoying. It's frustrating to have a guy like this that can get outside the pocket and do so much damage.
They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Underwood. Keeping his eyes downfield. Out wide left, it's Marshall. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Finds his tight end. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. Changing the routes with his receivers. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Touchdown Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. His huge game continues. 3rd time he's gotten catered in this one. And numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Stepping to the right. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. Let's start with Memphis taking on the Navy Midshipmen. And it's the Tigers looking to extend that win streak to double digits. How many teams can say that? It's been one of the best coaching jobs in football this year, and a big payday is on the horizon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Trying to make magic on the leaping grab for a big gain. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Left side is Marsh. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple yards.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. No matter the sport, he epitomized the UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to make one miss. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Knight. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the
field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Ncaa to the air again. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Breaks the tackle. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got the 1st down. At the 40, there he goes. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Swapped immediately. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Here's Underwood to throw.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his back in the middle. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Direct snap. Runs for the tackle. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball?
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score came on an impressive run from the 20. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And the Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Somehow fits it into that traffic, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The unproductive first down completion now brings up 2nd and long. Ncaa finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Bruins in the hurry-up. Again, it's Ncaa. Complete downfield. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
And this offense, man, it's just been a struggle. Everything's been hard so far through the air, and they can't get the passing game going. Something has to bust loose. They got to get something going to create some momentum and some kind of urgency in this offense.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Ncaa throwing again. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally. 1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Run in the red zone, it's Knight. Touchdown, Bruins! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The Bruins call timeout, it's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Turns it upfield. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
wide left, it's Marsh. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Offense facing fullback.
The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks it in. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks into the open. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here's Ncaa to throw. Here comes the heat. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football.
Caught, and he's got room. Inside the 10. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points. They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Run ends there.
Man, we hear so much about aggressiveness. Interesting spot. You know, you're on your side of the field. It's a tie game. The clock ticks out. It's not the worst thing in the world, but we can't make a mistake in this situation.
The right play here is try to win it in regulation. Don't be too conservative. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. The Bruins choose to use their final timeout here. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. He gets a block. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Throwing, Ncaa. Out wide right, it's Cox. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Moving out to the right. He's going to take off. Able to work his way for 5 yards. He needs a lot more than that, but they did get the clock stopped.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so...
A shot toward the end zone. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. 4th down, Ncaa. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are heading to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
The run inside. It's Knight. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Powers inside. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UCLA! And they're on top here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Dude, Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Throwing, Underwood. He's got the back in the middle. Delivers the stiff arm. Touchdown, Michigan. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make for the point after. This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. And he puts through the extra point. Second overtime period. To the air. It's Underwood. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Yeah, and the quarterback didn't have a chance. I mean, when you get to the QB that fast, Jesse, you're still processing information, for goodness sakes.
And you're getting to the sideline whenever this drive is over, and you're asking for help from your offensive coordinator. You're asking, hey, can we slide our offensive line and help out blocking this guy? Can I get a tight end to stay in and maybe get a chip on this dude? Because I'm not feeling too comfortable right now back there knowing that we're trying to only block him with one guy.
Now to keep this overtime drive going on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on 4th down here in overtime. He caught it. He's down immediately, but they convert on 4th down and keep the drive alive.
You got to like the offense being aggressive and going for it on 4th down, especially when you get it. Because if you didn't get this, obviously, this idiot would be up here talking about how dumb you are and you shouldn't have done this and you shouldn't have done that. But nice aggressiveness.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they tacked on the extra point. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Ncaa. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball.
Got it!
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Cox. Touchdown, Bruins. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
This has been